The Food for the Poor Guyana organization aims to construct 60 to 80 houses for families in Region 6 during 2021. Renata Cott reports.
Food for the Poor Guyana, one of the nation's charitable non-governmental organizations with the goal of assisting the materially poor and less fortunate families, will once again in 2021 execute its housing project.
Food for the Poor Guyana Incorporated, we remain committed to the people of Guyana. Of course, we work with vulnerable families, so our commitment is to them. As it relates to housing, we know that 2020 was a very challenging year. We did, I believe it was 20 houses all total in the year 2020. For 2021, we've started our planning and we're hoping to build 20 houses per month in the country.
That was Miss Andrea Benjamin, Senior Manager for Food for the Poor Guyana, as she highlighted the organization's plans in terms of housing for the new year.
For Region 6, we've started working with our community partners, St. Francis Community Developers, and we've identified already 40 houses to be built. My hope thus far, based on our planning, is that we're going to do between 60 to 80 houses in the region for 2021. We've already identified some areas that we're going to be working with. For the month of January, we're going to be in different communities throughout the Quarantine Coast. But I know for the next 2 to 3 stops that we're doing, we're going to focus on East Bank Berbice, which we know is an area that has a lot of needs in terms of housing. We're also going to look at Angais Avenue in New Amsterdam.
She also outlined that each house will be semi-furnished upon the time of handing it over to the families.
Housing is one of our biggest programs, and of course it is a critical need for families. It is a human right for families to have access to adequate housing, sanitary facilities, and water. So we are and we will remain committed to that aspect of it. And as you know, our houses they come semi-furnished, so we don't give a family the bare houses. When you're working with vulnerable families, an issue of furniture is important. In areas where there's no access to electricity, they also get solar panels. So you have a 2-bedroom wooden structure each family is going to be getting. It's going to be outfitting what we call a rain harvesting component. We simply call it here a water tank, a little trestle, and some gutter on one side. We're also going to include 2 beds specifically for the children beds we normally give them, tables and chairs that they can dine to have breakfast, dinner, lunch, and so forth. We also give them a gas stove. Some person might say gas stove might be too much to give a family, but we want them to aspire to move from the kerosene stove to the gas stove, which is a safer method of cooking.
Aside from housing, Ms. Benjamin noted that Food for the Poor is hoping to carry out other projects within Region Number 6.
We are looking to do other projects in the region, in Region 6. We know that COVID-19 has had a tremendous impact, socioeconomic impact on families, on children. So we're seeking funding. These are not confirmed projects, but these are project proposals that we're putting out to implement school feeding programs also in the region. We're also looking to promote literacy. We know also that a number of children have been home for over a year now, and access to materials to improve their reading and so forth has been very difficult. So that is an area that we also want to work with.
In closing, she noted that those projects are among the many plans the organization has to improve the lives of residents in the East Berbice Quarantine region.
So we're hoping that we can do a whole lot for 2020 and beyond as it relates to Region 6 in terms of socio and economic development.
Reporting for Channel 8 News, Renata Court.